You never know what people are going through. You never know how people are feeling. A lot of times we mask our feelings with a smile. And in many cases, it be the happiest ones who are going through a lot of inner turmoil. Today I learned of the passing of, and I don't consider myself a fan of anybody in particular. You got to be extremely talented for me to say that I'm a fan. And I can count on one hand who I've been a fan of in entertainment. Twitch, Stephen Boss Twitch is one of those people that I've been a fan of. If you know me, I love to dance. I like to act a fool. I like to just have a good time. And I remember watching So You Think You Could Dance. And that season that Twitch was on, I was like, yo, this brother can dance. And he's been in several movies, dance movies. He was just recently in the Disney Plus movie, Hip Hop Nutcracker, which he played a key part that was released, I think, this year. Twitch was extremely talented. And if you watch his Instagram videos, if you watch his time on Ellen, you notice that he seems jovial. He seems happy. He seems like he doesn't have a care in the world, and if he did, he would dance the trouble away. And sometimes I tend to do that, dance the trouble away. But we never know what people are going through, and even the most happiest one of us, we at times really need somebody to just check in and say, hey, how you really doing? Allegedly, at this specific moment that we all know about it, he decided to delete himself, do Self Deletion on himself. And he left a wife and 2 kids, I think. And he was only 40 years old. That's 3 years younger than me. And I got to be honest with you and candid. I'm going to share with you guys something that I probably haven't told many people. In 2012, I was at a very low point in my life. Just got divorced. I was unemployed, and they found a job that paid very, very, very little, like $13 an hour little. I was a single father, trying to take care and raise 3 boys on $13 an hour. At that time, I was isolated from my family. Things was happening within my family that caused me not to be able to lean on them in my time of need at that moment. And there was a time when I thought to myself at that moment, because I was just about to be homeless. I had nowhere to go with my kids. I was looking up shelters, and shelters in New York City didn't take fathers and children. They only took mothers and children. But if a father needed to go into shelter with his kids, he would be allowed to go into shelter, but his kids would have to go into foster care. And I wasn't having that. And it was at that moment I thought to myself, maybe my kids, my family, and the world will be better off without me. Right? I really thought that me self-deleting would probably be better off for everybody else. I felt alone. There were some false allegations about me that caused me to lose a lot of friends. And when I was alone, I was alone. And at that time, one of the only people that was there for me was Pastor Dave Watson. And it was extremely challenging, extremely tough, and there's not a lot of people know I was going through that. I may have talked to Pastor Dave about this a little bit, but the people that did stick by me somewhat, because people got their own lives, they didn't know that. And I had thoughts about the world, my kids, everybody else being better off without me. But then I thought about the trauma that my kids would go through, living with the knowledge that their father took his own life. And I never wanted my kids to feel that kind of pain. I know that life can be hard. And you may be watching this right now saying to yourself, I'm going through so much right now and I don't know if I can bear it. I don't know if I can deal with it. I don't know if I don't know what to do. If you ever get to that point, I ask you, please, Instagram me, DM me, at Andre_D_Harrison. And I will encourage you. I will encourage you. We may be going through a lot of things. We may have so much on our shoulders. But trust and believe. And this is just some encouragement to you, especially you men out there. Because some of you men carry the world on your shoulders and receive very little recognition for all the hard work you put into your family, your job, your career, your loved ones, your wife, your kids. You get very little recognition. But regardless of all of that, understand this, that you are strong. You are strong. And regardless of what you're going through, it's only meant to make you stronger, to build resilience and get you over the hump. This way, when you go through harder challenges, you know how to meet it. You don't have to take your own life. That's not the answer. And if you need help identifying people in your life that can be there as a support, bro, I got you and I will help you. I will help you. I do have a master's degree in marriage and family counseling, and everything that I learned and the things I'm still learning, I'm willing to use to help you guys. No charge. No charge. I was a fan of Twitch. You know, in fact, I went through my Instagram, started to unfollow a lot of celebrities because I just they don't really add value to my life. But Twitch's videos was fun to me. He even did a small collab with my friend Todd Elliott, his son Taj, TikTok Taj. And that encouraged me too. You know, TikTok Taj has these dance videos out there. Twitch saw it and reacted to the video. It was amazing. It was an amazing time to just be there and watch my friend's son get the recognition from an amazing dancer. But despite having a wife, kids, despite when the outward seeming happy, he decided to take his own life. You may be one of those out there watching this saying, that's how I'm feeling too. And I want to encourage you. You don't have to take your own life. The trouble that you're going through, the hardship, after you overcome it, you'll be able to help others overcome the same thing. 10 years ago, I thought about it. I had no one. I thought about it, right? But my kids motivated me. I didn't want them to live with that trauma. And I decided to level up my life at that point and do whatever I could to give my kids a better living situation. Go from being almost homeless to now living in their own home. I wanted them not to have that trauma, but then also see that despite Dad being at a low point, he was able to do the work with God's help, with prayer, with support of his church, was able to come out of it. With the support of my family, he was able to come out of it. You're not alone. And if you are feeling like you just can't take it anymore and that you think the world is better off without you, it's not. Hit me up on my Instagram. DM me. Let's have a conversation.